Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Tuesday, happy third recording. Want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as season. I have a quick word for you. Tap in. Quick word, guys. I think this is my last recording for today. I think I've caught up everything I felt in my spirit, but we shall see. But either which way, in this recording, I want to speak to those of you, or one of you, who are in a very, very dark season in the sense that you've lost it all. That can look like a divorce, your house, your home, car, whatever it may be. Your back is against the wall. And it's almost like you're losing your mind because you're assuming your help is going to come from someone you've helped in the past. So it's almost that feeling of, I helped you, right? I helped you when you had nothing. When I was on top, I helped you. So if anybody should be helping me in this down season, it should be you. So you're losing your mind thinking like, it should be your family, it should be your friends, or your help is going to come from the direction in which you assume it's going to come from. But let me tell you something. From my experience, God typically used complete strangers. God typically used complete strangers. And that's not to say he won't use somebody you know, but just don't focus there. Don't lock in on there. Just lock in on the fact that God's going to come through. The issue sometimes is God comes through. Child, listen, he will come through at the very last second, not minute, the last second. So here you are stressing and you thinking like, oh my goodness, this light's about to be turned off. Oh my goodness, they're about to repossess my car. Whatever you got going on, sometimes he will back you into a corner and he will come through at the very last second. And that's designed not to punish you or stress you out, right? It's designed to build your faith and build your trust. If he come in too early, then how is that going to build your faith? So many times he comes in at the last minute and then he uses complete strangers for other people who may hold it over your head, can't take the glory. So he will fix it in a situation where he has to get the glory. Just stand and just trust. During these times, the enemy, Satan, will amplify your temptations, meaning he's going to send everything and everybody to you that God told you to walk away from and to never touch again. But because you're going to feel like you're so backed in the corner, you're going to feel like you have no other choice. But you have a choice. You have a choice to either touch the distraction and temptation, or you have a choice to stand and trust that God is going to come through for you, even if it's at the last minute. You're really being tested. So we have to go through certain tests, and we have to pass these tests over and over in order to be, we'll be tested over and over until we pass the test before we are elevated. But again, many times he'll use a complete stranger. Listen, that is the story of my life. Right? That is the story of my life. Like, I know 100% how God uses me in one way. I'll say that in one way, because there's multiple ways to use me. But what is the Bible verse, my Bible scholar peoples, in regards to you may be entertaining an angel and not knowing, or something like that? You guys know how I go with scriptures, honey. I'll be messing these scriptures up. Lord, please forgive me. I'm more spirit-led versus scripture-led per se. I'm both, but I'm just not the person like who know these scriptures like packed down. Like some of you guys can like cite those scriptures. I'm talking about back to back, right? But and it's every day. It's every day, right? I might have a break some days, right? I had a break yesterday, but literally God will convict me. Okay, I'll give you an example. I can give you 1,000, but I'll give you one that just happened to show you how God will use a complete stranger. And also, this is going to be important for those of you who God wants to use, but you keep ignoring your convictions. I'm going to show you how your convictions and you're obedient at the specific time that he's telling you to move is crucial. Because if he's telling you to move and you're dragging your feet because it's something that you don't want to do, or you don't want to do it at this time, or you're busy, you're interrupting the flow, and then the person can't see God through it. So when God blesses you, whatever gift that you have, whatever way he uses you, like, you gotta be so on point. It's not about you, right? Trust me. I'm super busy. I'm a busy person. And there's times that I don't be feeling like stopping sometimes. Right? So it's not about what I feel like, it's about what he's convicting me to do. All right, so my main platform on social media is YouTube. I mean, I'll scroll Instagram, but I randomly post pictures. I'm not like really too, you know what I'm saying? I'll scroll it. TikTok, definitely not. I'll jump on every blue moon. If I want a good laugh, I'll go on TikTok. So, like, my algorithm is so low on TikTok because I'm never on there. I'm never on there. I'm trying to get my algorithm up in TikTok, but honey, YouTube is my thing. Anyway, on Sunday night, I could not sleep. And I was a little annoyed, if I'm honest, because my sleep have been disturbed since the storm was, I think that was Thursday night. Like, I didn't go to sleep till like 5 o'clock Thursday, because the storm was on the East Coast, and it was crazy. But anyway, so that disturbed my sleep. So I hadn't had good sleep for like Thursday and Friday and Saturday. So Sunday I was like, listen, I'm going to cook and I'm going to sleep good tonight, honey. Like, for real. I was serious. I could not get to sleep on Sunday. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock, to be honest. And I keep saying, why can't I go to sleep? So I got a conviction to go on TikTok. What am I going on TikTok? I need to go to sleep. So I went on TikTok or whatever, and I'm just strolling. I could not figure out what in the world does God need me on TikTok for at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And I'm just strolling and I'm strolling and I'm strolling and I'm strolling. And then I heard the Holy Spirit say, go buy some coins. I'm not even on TikTok like that. So buying coins, I don't even know I know what that means, but that is not something I do, because that's just not something I do, because I'm not on TikTok like that. But I'm like, okay, so I went to buy the coins. Mind you, I don't know why. I'm only following my convictions regardless of how I feel. So I purchased some coins. Don't even know how to use these coins, honey. But when he calls you to it, he will guide you and direct you. So I'm still scrolling TikTok. I'm still not putting together 2 and 2 on why God is telling me to buy coins and scroll on TikTok. Now we're at 4 o'clock in the morning. And the next time I scroll, there's a young lady in Africa. I think she may have been in Uganda. Either Uganda or I'm not even sure. So she was on TikTok on her video with the baby. The baby might have been like 1. And they were shivering, like they were cold. And she was just sitting on her screen doing a battle with someone else. A battle. Some of you are like, what is that? Trust me, I don't really get too much into it either, but it's just 2 people who are, I guess they're competing. Their supporters would send coins, which then equals to money that they can cash out on themselves. So it's like a competition type game type thing. Right? I don't get it, but whatever. As I'm sitting watching her, sitting in this cold house with this baby, almost looked like there was something on her face, right? Not physically, spiritually. That ding, 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 lock in right here. This is your person. And to those of you, because someone asked me that in the comment section last week, it's like, how do you decipher when it's God telling you to help somebody versus your own empathy? Now, discipline is your answer. Discipline is your answer. Staying connected spiritually. My own emotions would have leaned towards her because of her background. I could tell like she was less fortunate. You could just tell. Kind of almost, she needed something. Almost in a desperate light. Don't know what it could have been. Food. I don't know. That's my emotions. But keep in mind, as I'm scrolling for 3 hours prior to her, there were others who I saw in a sense of less fortunate in other countries, et cetera, but there was my empathy was there, but there was no spiritual nudge to say, stop here. If anything, it was just like inwardly like, Lord, just thank you. Because we be complaining about stuff, and when you're looking at other people and realize that how good we got it, we need to shut our mouths and stop complaining, right? It's that feel of empathy. And then I want to stop with my own emotions, and God says, no, that's not your assignment. Don't worry. I got somebody else specifically for them. That's not where I'm stopping you. Keep strolling. You will know who I'm telling you, who I'm calling you to, because you will feel it in the spiritual realm. So again, so I stuck there with her. So that's when it all made sense on to start sending these coins. Right? I'm laughing, honey, because I used to send people, I see people send it, but I never even know how they do it. So just the fact that now I have to do it, like, it was really fun. It was crazy. So I sat there and I watched her for a minute. Right? God wouldn't let me send the coins or even say anything to her. Right? That's another thing. God will have people watch you. There are people watching some of you right now who's going to elevate your life, but they're going to watch you to see how you move. So she's sitting there rocking this baby, and her hands were, I don't know why it was cold. I don't know, but she was rocking this baby. The baby had a horrible cold. He was coughing nonstop, very decongested. But she was just on that screen, and there was something in her face that screamed desperate. But there was nobody on either side of the battle, her and the person who she was battling. There was nobody like donating coins. And God said, clear as day, those coins I told you to donate those coins to her. And coins is only a term, guys. Like, it's literally like what TikTok calls it. But I think altogether, it came out to like $40, something like that. So I'm sitting there watching her, and I was half asleep, but it woke me up. So I started to shoot the coins off, right? Not all at one time, but almost like $10 here, $10 here, $10 here. And so the look that was on her face prior to me sending those coins, again, there was something very heavy in the spiritual realm, very depressed, something was pending. Maybe her baby was hungry. I don't know. When that first coin started to come through, her whole spirit went from heaviness, worry, frustration, to something, it made me cry if I'm honest, because I never saw, well, I'm lying if I say that, but her whole spirit shifted. The smile, her eyes, and she just dropped. Like, I still don't even know what happened to the baby. I'm sure she didn't drop the baby. She sat the baby down, but she just started, she didn't even start thanking me. And that's the whole key right there, right? Because it ain't you, boo. It ain't me. We're just vessels. She started praising Jesus. I'm talking about almost like she just praised Jesus. And the way she was praising him, that's how you know that she knew that only God could have sent me. I'm a whole stranger. I didn't know her. I strolled through hundreds of people prior to her. I didn't know how much she needed. God told me a specific amount to get in coins. I don't even play with that stuff. I don't even know what coins are, right? But God gave me a specific amount. I gave her the specific amount. So she knows that it was God. And she did thank me after the fact, but I love the fact that she thanked God first. That young lady, she might have been, I don't know, early 20s. She had a whole praise. Listen, it was a whole church session, honey. She blessed my soul. Like, she woke me up. And that wasn't even a lot of money, right? I'm sure to her it was, because she's in a different country. And that was it. But I say all that, and I can give you probably 5 stories per day on how God uses me in that light. It's all about obedience. It's all about, you know. So if you're waiting for somebody to come through, and don't message me because I'm not saying I'm your person, right? Because people be thinking that, no, listen, I got to hear from God, honey. You can message me all day long about your light bill. I'll be happy to help you on my own if I could. But if I don't hear from God, see, God leads people to you. You don't have to go running behind or chasing people down. If you're in alignment, God will literally lead somebody to you to open that door. You guys know that's how many of you guys are here from Pastor R.C. Blake's. Told you guys, I admire this man from afar. Like, I thought he was the most wise man I've ever encountered. And I would just sit back and watch his videos in admiration. And never in a million, never, ever in a million years did I know this man would discover me, see me, think I'm wise, and share my videos, and got thousands of people overnight. I didn't ask. I didn't say, hey, you have almost 1 million subscribers. Do you mind checking out my video? No, just be still. Be still. God will send people to you if you are in alignment, if you are obedient, if you are walking a certain kind of way. Whatever you do, my friends, avoid that temptation. I don't care how good it looks. I don't care how bad you think you need it. I don't care how much money it's going to make you. Avoid that temptation. This will be the biggest test of all tests before you are shifted. And the crazy part about it is this. If you pass that test, you think you're just going to get whatever you're waiting on. No. It's going to be amplified. You're going to skip some levels because you passed the test. He can trust you. It's like, woo, okay. Now I can trust you. Now I can elevate you. I can give you more, right? I can give you increase because now I know you're disciplined enough to trust me and you won't move a certain way unless you hear from me. Avoid that temptation. Pass this test. Stand firm knowing that whatever it is that you're needing and you're waiting on. Now, again, you got to do your part now. You got to stay connected because God may hit you and convict you and say, go to the local library because you might not have internet. You might not even have a car. Get on that bus, go to the local library. Look on Craigslist right now. Like he will literally give you a download. That download is going to be the open door. And that's just one. Now, again, sometimes he'll send people to you, but I'm saying it's your part to pay attention to your convictions, whatever it is he's asking you to do. If he's saying, be still and trust. If he's saying, go to that local library and look on Craigslist. You may have no idea why you're going on Craigslist, but he's telling you to do it. I don't care if you got to pack up 6 kids and get on that bus. Go to the local library and be obedient to what he's telling you. He's not telling you that for a reason. There's something connected. Something's going to answer that prayer. You could be going to that library and meet somebody at the bus stop who blesses you randomly, or it could be something that he's requiring you to look at on the computer that's going to open the door for you. It's so many, that's the whole thing. We don't be knowing. It's about obedience. It's not rocket science. It's truly, truly, truly about obedience. I wanted to share that. You guys have a great one. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.